Get it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Suck Talks with Joy and Sean, Gratitude Talks with Joy and Sean. We're
Gratitude
glad
talk.
you're
I
here
like that.
today. And hey, did you see the new logo or the new? I shouldn't say logo.
Sure.
The
New
what am I,
shirts.
what am I trying? Logo wear. We got a link yesterday to
Yep.
click
I
on it.
bought my axe shirts yesterday.
Yeah, and the one that says gratitude is everything. That's the image Ryan created for me for my banners because we
Oh,
worked on that.
cool.
And that's what
Perfect.
I have a lot of my shirts have gratitude is
So
everything.
buy those shirts. Joy gets $1 off each one of
I'm so
those.
excited. Well, I just love it. I just love it. And hey, the prices are really good too. I
Yeah,
mean,
20 bucks.
for these
Not bad
shirts.
at
So
all.
yeah, go online, get the shirts. They're awesome. Great way to wear them and promote your what we do.
Yeah,
Yay.
absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So hey, what are we doing on this last of July already? Can you believe that?
Phew. Christmas in July is over. I put
I
my things
know,
out of the
I
way.
know. Now we go into the August thing. We have my nieces in North Carolina started school already. Are you starting school down there yet?
Uh, somebody uh, next week, then the following week. Yeah, it's coming up within the next 2 weeks. I think that everyone's back in school everywhere. It's
It's
like it's
crazy. We
August.
don't start, of course, up here. It's usually like Labor Day or the week before Labor Day, something like that, that most of
You're
them
still
start.
that time? No, down here, and everybody I've
Yeah.
talked to outside of Florida, it's like, yep, go back in 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, so it's crazy. But
that's what we
anyway,
want to
it's
talk
all
about.
good.
Back to school. Have
Yeah,
you got all your
yeah.
back to school supplies? No.
I know. It's like crazy. It's crazy. So, but yeah, well, no, we won't even go there. We don't even talk about the back to school stuff, but that does mean that it gives us a great opportunity to be reaching out
Regardless,
people
yeah.
with the
And this
ad.
year with
Uh,
apps, because they'll
you're
be,
seeing pictures
maybe
already, and kind of do that a little bit, but hey, for us, back to schools, it's go, it's, it's back to school.
yep.
We chug on with everything that we do. And Sean, you had a great conversation. We had a great conversation ahead of time where we were talking about, your own goals and your
I
own,
think your own growth. I wanted to talk about some follow-up stuff. We'll do that next week because before we got on, I was watching, it was an Eric Worre video. And I think, and man, network marketing, we're our own worst enemies sometimes.
Mhm.
Like, we've got these grand goals and this grand dollar amount, and it's really about not growth like this. It's growth like this, you
Right.
know, and because if you continue to do that, you will hit that big goal. And I'm not saying not have that big goal and
Mhm.
vision, but it's, the circles here. And he talked about, okay, what's one thing that, you're not terrified of, but you're a little nervous to do? And that could be post on social media. That could be really getting my story to 1 minute and why I'm doing what I'm doing and being comfortable with talking to the first person and then 10 people and then 20 people. And what it does is, if this is you and then you do that a little bit, it's not just over here, it's now the circle's a little bigger of your
Mhm.
growth.
Mhm.
And then, okay, now what's the next thing? And if you take that, eventually that could go out and you're on stage at our convention talking about your story, where
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
this. So
Mhm.
I think it's baby steps with, you know, what's the first thing and what can help my business the most?
Right.
Obviously, us telling our stories, where you came from, why are you doing what you're doing, and
Right.
what's your vision of where you want to go? Just, and then expanding on that with the next thing, and then expanding on that with the next thing. And then all of a sudden, in 6 months to a year, you're like, I can't believe all the stuff that I'm doing. And look how my
Right.
business has grown.
Right, right, right.
So,
And it all goes down to, you got to have your big goals. We talk about that all the time, but when it comes to your everyday that you're doing, it's steps that just take you out of your comfort zone.
just,
Just take you one step at a time. And you mentioned about story, and this just took me back to my very beginnings when I became a consultant. Of course, as many know, I was a customer first, and then was introduced to I don't want to say introduced. It's kind of like I woke up, and realized there's another side of this, kind of thing. But I remember Linda, being my sponsor, saying to me about finding your story. And I remember thinking at the time, my story was like, I
right.
could have talked for 10 minutes on my story, and how it all came to be. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't know if I have a good story.
Mm.
I don't know if that really is a story that's going to be impactful. And it took time to work and refine that. I mean, years to where I got it to where it's a 1 minute conversation,
Right.
in your story, and it's impactful. So it was little steps. It was like the little things that got me to that point, and it's the same with the goals. I mean, I think it was Jeff posted the other day about what if we looked at goals as a prayer?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that?
And your
You know,
journal's a prayer book or something.
yeah,
So
and I'm thinking, it's kind of a different
like
way to look
little
at
mind
it.
shift, shift,
Yeah,
shift
yeah, just a
changes.
mind shift. Just a mind shift. And it's a little thing. Because I do think that sometime, I mean, hey, we're all at the last day of a big promotion in July, which I think this is going to be our company's biggest year ever in the
Right.
month of July, kind of thing. So I know there's been a lot of people working towards ranks and working towards getting paid at their ranks, and stuff like that. And it's been really good. Um, but don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up if you've worked and you just might not, kind of a thing. That doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't
Well,
make
and
you
don't
a failure.
then take your foot off the gas tomorrow because tomorrow when you're talking to new people, they have no idea what we had today.
That's
And
exactly
don't do
right.
the, oh, I wish I would have talked to you yesterday because we had a sale. No, and we had such a great month. Yes, we've got the $49 and yes, our things are on sale, but it was because we were out talking to people.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were
It
out
made us it
talking
made
to
us get
people.
out
We
and
were
talk. Yep.
sharing our business. We were posting things on social media. So don't stop that. Tomorrow, continue to do that.
Yeah.
New people have no idea what we had yesterday. Oh
Right.
my God, our card packs are awesome. This one so now it's just we're posting,
Yeah.
new pricing, the new stuff. Don't stop posting stuff. Don't stop talking to people because that's why we had a great month.
Right. Right.
So,
Exactly. Exactly. It
and who knows
was.
what we have for this month?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
who knows? Who knows? Who knows what Cody will
Right.
talk about? I mean, Cody, he just kind of comes up with things and
Yep.
helps us along all the
Could
way.
have something better.
Yeah, yeah. Who know? Yeah, exactly, exactly. So,
Which
but
we
yeah,
do,
it's the little steps that are going to grow your business. And
and
it's
grow you. I mean, that's really ultimately your business is going to be as big as your growth.
hmm yeah,
I mean, that's it. I
exactly.
mean, are you continuing to grow? Are you continuing to, build your list, use the tools? And yeah, it's baby steps. Yeah, I want to get to X amount a month. All right, that's a big leap. Well, how about if I get here first? All right, boom, check. Okay, now let's go to this one. Now let's go. And it's just going to let you
Yeah,
grow. And,
yeah.
you're going to be amazed when you look back in a year and go, God, I would never, what I'm doing today, I never would have done a year ago.
I know.
You know,
That's kind of
and that's
interesting.
cool.
That's a good point too. And I think that I don't know about you, but my daily eights that I do, I keep those sheets. It's like,
Oh, I
why am
do.
I
I
keeping
put them
those
all.
sheets?
Look, yeah,
Maybe I should just record them because it's yeah,
I
because
put them
it's
all in
like
a little binder, and I have my current one, and then I have my blanks, and then everything in here. So
yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of like why, but at the same, I'll tell you why is because 6 months from now, go back and look at this. Look at where you started at, what you were doing at the beginning, what you've done now, where you're at now. It's those tiny steps. It's the tiny steps that you do
this,
and the consistency, of course, we talk
and
about
that's
that all
true.
the time.
That's true in any business. That or anything you do and you want to accomplish. You're sucky at it at first, and you learn. Well, that didn't work. Let me do this, or let me ask this question next time, and
hmm
this just continue to fall forward, and
Yeah,
you'll be amazed where you are in a year. And if
yeah,
you've been around, what did this time last year look like
yeah.
versus today? And like, wow. So,
Yeah. Oh
yep.
yeah. Yeah. When you compare us, we did one time. You remember we did the 100 blocks, and
Oh
every
yeah.
time you talk to somebody, you put it in the block. And we've kind of got that on the other sheet here. But I remember right above here, I have my board up here, and I had a great big poster board, and I had it. I spent a lot of time making these blocks even, right? And I put
They were
I
pretty.
did, and I'm telling you that visual was amazing.
Yeah,
That visual
your
was
stuff should
amazing
be
to
in front
write
of you.
somebody's name down and then highlight it in yellow if they were a customer, highlight in green if
Yep.
they're, whatever. It was just awesome to look at that and say, you know what, I said X amount a week and I'm still an empty block over there,
Yep.
kind of a thing. And it just kind of like, they're little steps
Absolutely.
make a difference. But being able to go back and compare. But you're right. I think all of us looking back on July last year, you're going to be pretty amazed at
Yeah,
yourselves,
absolutely.
and what we did this month. So it was a great
So keep
promotion.
it going. Baby steps.
Baby steps and keep
Don't
moving forward.
quit.
Take a deep breath tonight, start over tomorrow, and
So
you know,
tomorrow, your goal is today is think of one thing that makes you a little nervous to do. You haven't quite done it yet. I don't. That's what you're going to do tomorrow. Just
mhm,
get out of your way. And whether that's post something, whether that's hone in your story, you're going to talk to people about it, get that down, one thing, and
yeah,
then it'll be the next thing. Then it'll be the next thing.
yeah,
And whatever you're terrified about in a month, you'll be like,
yeah,
so, all
exactly,
right,
exactly. And
perfect.
as you roll over into August
Keep it
next
going.
week,
Keep the pedal down.
think about, yeah, we're in our last quarter. We're coming into that last
Yep,
quarter, and we all know where that is. We know how that
absolutely.
is for us
Yep,
too. So, it's little steps, make it happen.
perfect.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you on the other side of the July into the new season. So
Absolutely. Take
little
care.
steps. Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Bye, Sean.